Words. They seem simple, we use them every day. Yet words hold immense power. Like seeds, words have the potential to grow into something remarkable. A kind word can inspire hope. A hateful word can spark anger. The Bible speaks extensively about the importance of words. Proverbs 18:21 states, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." Just as a farmer selects seeds for planting, we must choose our words carefully. Are we planting seeds of kindness and love, or sowing discord and pain? Let us delve deeper into the wisdom of the Bible and explore how we can harness the power of words for good. Creation and destruction, the dual nature of words. The Bible, a guide to using words wisely.
Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. Ephesians 4:29 KJV. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Proverbs 15:1 KJV. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Proverbs 18:21 KJV.
The Bible shows us the power of words from the start. In Genesis, God created the heaven and the earth.
And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
God spoke, and the universe sprang into existence. Each element of creation came into being through God's spoken word. Just as God spoke the universe into existence, our words have the potential to bring something new into being. When we use words constructively, we shape our world for the better. Speaking life into being, God's word in action. God didn't need tools or materials, he simply spoke, and it was so.
This concept might seem abstract, but its implications are practical.
Consider the act of blessing. When God blessed Adam and Eve, he imbued them with the power to fulfill that blessing.
To Abraham he promised, "And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee."
This is the awesome power inherent in words. When we speak words of encouragement, we participate in this divine act of creation. We breathe life into situations, relationships, and even ourselves. The power to bless and to curse words as instruments of divine will. Just as words can bless, they can also curse. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21 KJV.
In Deuteronomy 28, Moses lays out blessings for obedience and curses for disobedience. "And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God." Deuteronomy 28:2 KJV.
The consequences of disobedience are equally potent. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Deuteronomy 28:15 KJV.
The language is stark, but it underscores the gravity with which the Bible treats the power of words. "For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." Matthew 12:37 KJV.
It highlights the potential for both good and evil that resides within human language. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Proverbs 15:1 KJV. From creation to destruction, the fall and the perversion of language. The story of the fall in Genesis 3 shows how words can be twisted for destructive purposes.
The serpent asks, "Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?"
Eve, enticed by the serpent's words, partakes of the forbidden fruit, bringing sin and death into the world. This event demonstrates how language can be perverted and used to deceive and destroy. The Bible challenges us to use our words wisely, to speak life and not death. Speaking truth is the foundation of righteous speech. The Bible guides us on how to use words righteously.
Ephesians 4:25 instructs, "Wherefore putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor."
Truthfulness fosters trust, understanding, and genuine connection.
Proverbs 12:22 emphasizes, "Lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight."
By embracing truth, we free ourselves from deceit and walk in the light of God's righteousness. The Bible emphasizes speaking the truth in love.
Proverbs 15:1 states, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger."
Kind words can diffuse conflict and build bridges of understanding.
Proverbs 16:24 says, "Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones."
Kindness promotes emotional and spiritual well-being. It's about approaching situations with empathy and respect, choosing words that uplift. The Bible shows how words can encourage and uplift others.
Hebrews October 24th, 25 urges us to consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
We are called to be a source of strength and encouragement.
1 Thessalonians 5:11 says, "Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another."
Even a simple word of encouragement can make a world of difference. Let us be generous with our words of affirmation, speaking life and hope into others. Silence is golden, knowing when to speak and when to listen. The Bible recognizes the power of silence.
Proverbs 10:19 states, "In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise."
Sometimes the wisest course of action is to refrain from speaking.
James 1:19 advises, "Let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath."
By mastering the art of silence, we create space for meaningful dialogue and deeper connection. The venom of the tongue, the destructive power of words. The Bible compares harmful words to poison weapons and fire.
James 3:5-6 says, "Even so the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth."
A few careless words can inflict lasting damage. The tongue has the potential to unleash chaos and destruction.
The Bible urges us to recognize the potential consequences of our words.
We must guard our tongues diligently, choosing our words with care. Gossip, a whisper that can destroy. Gossip often starts innocently but is far from harmless.
Proverbs 11:13 states, "A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter."
Gossip erodes trust and creates divisions.
Proverbs 16:28 warns, "A whisperer separateth chief friends."
Let us choose to build up, not tear down with our words.
Anger is a powerful emotion, and when expressed through harsh words, it can have devastating consequences. Proverbs 29:11 warns, "A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards."
In the heat of the moment, it's easy to say things we later regret. Words that can inflict deep wounds and damage relationships beyond repair. The Bible acknowledges the human experience of anger, but it also provides guidance on how to manage it constructively.
Ephesians 4:26 advises, "Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath." This verse doesn't condemn anger itself, rather it cautions against allowing anger to fester and control our actions and words.
Instead of lashing out with insults and accusations, we are called to exercise self-control and to seek reconciliation. Proverbs 15:18 states, "A wrathful man stirreth up strife, but he that is slow to anger appeaseth strife." By choosing patience over impulsivity, we can de-escalate conflicts and create space for understanding and forgiveness.
When we feel anger rising, it's crucial to pause, to breathe deeply, and to seek God's guidance before speaking. Let us ask ourselves, will my words promote peace or escalate conflict? Will they heal or harm?
The Bible leaves no room for doubt. We are accountable for every word we speak.
Jesus himself said, "But I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." Matthew 12:36-37.
These verses are sobering, reminding us that our words have eternal significance. They are not mere sounds that dissipate into the air. They carry weight, reflecting the state of our hearts and influencing the world around us.
This accountability should motivate us to be intentional and discerning in our speech. Are our words edifying or destructive? Are they consistent with our faith and values? Are we using our voices to glorify God and to bless others?
Let us approach our conversations with a sense of responsibility. recognizing that our words have the power to bring life or death, blessing or cursing. May our speech always be seasoned with grace, reflecting the love and wisdom of Christ. The Bible doesn't just warn about the dangers of harmful speech, it also reveals the extraordinary power of blessings spoken from the heart. Remember, God used words to create the world. He spoke, and it was so. While we are not God, we are created in His image, and that image includes the power of speech.
When we bless someone, we are not just wishing them well. We are speaking life into their situation, calling upon God's favor and grace to rest upon them. Numbers June 24, 26 tells us, "The Lord bless thee, and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace." These ancient words, passed down through generations, carry a timeless power.
Think about the impact of a heartfelt blessing. A parent blessing a child at bedtime, a friend offering words of encouragement during a difficult time, a pastor praying for healing and strength. These blessings, spoken with sincerity and faith, have the power to uplift, to heal, and to transform.
Every one of us has the capacity to bless. We don't need special titles or positions. We simply need a heart filled with love and a willingness to speak words of life into the lives of those around us.
Section 2. The Aaronic Benediction, a timeless blessing. One of the most beautiful and enduring examples of blessing in the Bible is the Aaronic benediction found in Numbers chapter 6, verses 24 to 26. This ancient blessing, spoken by priests over the people of Israel, embodies the very essence of God's heart for humanity. Let's break down its profound simplicity.
The Lord bless thee and keep thee.
These words convey a sense of protection, provision, and unwavering care. It's a reminder that God is with us, watching over us, and providing for our needs.
The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee.
Here we see the image of God's favor and love radiating upon us like the warmth of the sun. It speaks of his undeserved kindness and mercy, showering us with blessings beyond measure.
The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace.
The final part of the blessing speaks of God's peace, a peace that transcends understanding, guarding our hearts and minds in the midst of life's storms. It's a promise of tranquility and wholeness, a reminder that we are held securely in the palm of his hand. This threefold blessing passed down through centuries continues to resonate with believers today. It reminds us of the boundless love and faithfulness of God, who desires to bless us abundantly and to fill us with his peace. Section 3, the peril of cursing, invoking harm with words. Just as we can bless with our words, we can also curse. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not so to be. James 3:10, KJV. Cursing isn't about magic spells, it's about invoking harm or negativity. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Matthew 12:36, KJV. The Bible is clear, cursing is a serious offense. Bless them which persecute you, bless and curse not. Romans 12:14, KJV. Our words have consequences, they carry weight and will find their target. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Proverbs 18:21, KJV. Let us choose our words carefully, seeking to build up rather than tear down. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. Ephesians 4:29, KJV. Section 4. Choosing our words carefully. The responsibility of blessing or cursing. The power of the tongue is a double-edged sword. Proverbs 18:21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." It has the potential to build up or to tear down. As Ephesians 4:29 reminds us, "Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers." To bring life or to inflict pain, the choice is ours.
James chapter 3 verses 9 to 10 sums it up powerfully. "Therewith bless we God even the Father, And therewith curse we men which are made after the similitude of God. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not so to be.
Think about it. Matthew 12:34 says, "For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh." From the same mouth we can offer words of praise to God and words of anger to our neighbor. We can speak words of encouragement to a friend and words of gossip behind their back. This inconsistency reveals a fundamental truth. The power of our words is directly connected to the state of our hearts. Proverbs 4:23 advises, "Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life." If our hearts are filled with bitterness, anger, and resentment, our words will reflect that darkness. But if our hearts are filled with love, joy, and peace, our words will flow from that wellspring of goodness. The Bible challenges us to examine our hearts. What's motivating our words? Colossians 4:6 says, "Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man." Are we speaking from a place of love or from a place of selfishness? Are we using our words to build others up or to tear them down? The answers to these questions reveal the true measure of our character. Let us make a conscious effort to cultivate a heart that is pleasing to God, a heart that is characterized by love, compassion, and grace. For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Luke 6:45 says, "A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good, and an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh." And when our hearts are right with God, our words will be a source of life, encouragement, and blessing to all who hear them. Section 1. The enduring power of words, a call to action. The Bible, from its very first verse to its last, underscores the enduring power of words. Words are not mere sounds. They are vessels of immense creative and destructive potential. They have the power to shape destinies, to build or destroy relationships, to bring hope or despair. As we've journeyed through the scriptures, we've seen how God used words to create the universe, how blessings and curses spoken aloud carried weight and consequence, and how even a whisper could ignite unimaginable chaos. We've also been reminded of the responsibility that comes with this power.
The choice is ours. Will we use our words to reflect the love and grace of God, or will we allow our tongues to become instruments of harm and destruction?
The answer, my friends, lies not just in our words, but in the very state of our hearts. Let us cultivate hearts of love, compassion, and forgiveness. Let our words be seasoned with grace, always seeking to build others up, to offer encouragement, and to speak truth in love. For in doing so, we become conduits of God's peace, reflecting His image to a world desperately in need of healing and hope. Remember, the power of life and death is truly in the tongue. Choose your words wisely.